let's have a quick look. One card. Okay, I feel that your ex is very emotional, but I feel they're emotional because they lied to you. Okay, I think first off, this is your confirmation that you knew they'd lied, okay, but they were denying it. So they've definitely lied to you. They're saying that you deserve better than them, but I just feel they really did lie. I think maybe this lie was one lie too many. Was it one lie too many for you? But I can't let you go. Right, okay, let's have a little look. Let's get this deck out and see what is going on in their environment. And obviously, as usual, what they're going to do, what do they want? Excuse me. Yeah. Was this too big a lie? Was this too big a lie? I just have a feeling, okay, what I'm hearing is that they lied. But are they genuine? Are they actually being genuine, or is it because they've got issues in their own life now that they want to come back into yours, like you're going to pick up the pieces? So just give these a shuffle. Just while I'm shuffling though, thanks for watching, thanks for all your support and all your comments. I do read all of them. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of this video. Links are below in the description box. Everything's on the website, and check out the $1 limited offer as well. Okay, they've been played. That's it. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. That are they being genuine? Are they being genuine? Are they coming in to say, I'm really sorry, I told you all those lies, because they genuinely are genuinely have remorse, or are they just doing it because they need you? You know, hoovering you back up is what I'm hearing. To be honest, today, that's what I was hearing, and the cards come out, it's confirmed it. Yeah, there's some romantic affair that they got involved with that I don't feel that has worked out. Now, this is the card of, you know, secret lover. So I do feel it was a very big lie. That's what, yeah, my nose is itching as well. I just think they lied straight in front of you. They lied to your face. Okay? They just lied. And it was about somebody else. Either they had an affair, or they could have just been spending too much time online and then lying to you, but you'd found the evidence. All right? But someone's played them. Someone else has played them now. That's inside scoop. Yeah, they want to know. This is all about being in your business. Okay, they're interested to know what you're doing. I feel they'll make some form of contact to find out if they can get another foot in the door with you. Okay, that's what I'm channeling today. You know, what are you doing? Where you're at? Is there a chance of getting back? Because I feel it's a slightly narcissistic energy today. Looking you up. Yeah, these cards are on fire today. So if this is your reading, you're meant to be watching this. They are going to look you up. Okay, but they need to know what you're doing first. This isn't somebody who would admit they'd done something wrong or lied to you because they genuinely felt remorseful. This, I feel, is somebody who will feed you all the bullshit they can come out with so that they can get back in your good books for as long as they want to be there. I know I'm being a bit brusque today, I apologise, but I can't really word what I'm hearing any other way. That they've been played, their life's going, you know, belly up, and they just need to find out what you're doing so they can come back into your life. So you can... I'm just hearing the word that this is someone who you used to have to walk on eggshells with, that you were always trying to work out what they were saying never matched their actions. You never knew what they were thinking. You were always, I don't feel you could ever, especially not towards the end, relax with this person. I think they made you feel really edgy, that you couldn't be yourself, okay? And every time, you asked them because you knew, they would lie in your face and then deflect and make out it was all your fault. And I'm hearing that if you got cross with them, then you were crazy, okay? Let's have a couple more and then I'll get my tarot deck out and look at their environment a bit more. They've got massive issues here. It's the carless car. So there's something in their life, in the physical that you need, I don't know, somewhere to live, a car, a job. And without that, you struggle. Okay, so there's something that they've been played massively, that they are going to need your help now. I'm just, sheep in wolf's clothing. I feel that's your energy. You're going to be uninterested now. Yeah, I do honestly feel that's your energy. I feel that you're just done with this. And I think this reading today, really, because the cards have been very precise, is really just an inside info for you that this person could be quite possibly on their way back in. Dodging bullets. You've dodged it. Okay, you've dodged it. They made out that you were crazy in some shape or form. They were surrounded by people who were their flying monkeys. Okay, people who believed everything that this ex said and did not make it easy for you. But you've dodged it. Okay, you've definitely dodged that now. But I think they're going to become a little bit obsessed over you because the person they left is not the person you are now. Okay, you've really got some very strong walls up, and I just don't think you're going to be interested. Let's see what is going on in the environment. Yes, they're feeling very vulnerable now. They've got a lot of self-doubt. They're feeling very weak. They're not in a strong position. Okay, they have been played. So we've got the Strength card out, but it's in the reverse. So somebody has left them feeling vulnerable now, or a situation has. And I feel it's got to do with that Repo card. Something they need, they're going to lose. Okay, and they're now sitting there thinking, what the hell am I going to do? So they're feeling very vulnerable. I'm hearing the word very exposed. They're not quite sure which way to go. They are the sort of person that will use people to get what they want. Okay, they don't have real love. It's all for show. It's all fake. Okay, I had a fake energy. I think it was yesterday, the day before, I can't remember now. But yeah, they're very vulnerable at the moment, and they are hoping that you will entertain them. Okay, they're hoping that you will entertain them, and I wouldn't be surprised if they don't try and recruit somebody that you both know to try and put a good word in for them. Okay, they could be a fire sign. But they really are quite a mean-spirited person. They've got a really sort of shallow, fake energy. They can go into a room and people think that they're nice, but behind closed doors you experience something totally different with this person. And I just feel they're getting there. They're just desserts, and they're coming back to try and hoover you back up, okay, because they need something, in a nutshell. Yeah, the Magician. Yeah, but I'm not reading this particularly in a positive light today. I'm reading the Magician in the excess of its energy, where they have got all the skills. They can talk the talk, they can walk the walk to get exactly what they want, okay? They're manipulative, and I feel they manipulated people around you as well, all right? And they want communication with you, and they're hoping that you will fall for it again, but you won't. You won't. They're just very, very deceitful, okay? Very deceitful. Everything on the surface with this person looks brilliant, but underneath there's just secrets. Underneath there's just secrets, and they made you edgy. You loved them, but they made you edgy. You never quite knew where you were with this person, okay? I just feel they'll come back in, or they'll try to very, very quickly. Okay, you could get a social media. I do think this person's got a lot of fire energy. All right, I think there's a lot of fire energy around them. You just want peace. Yeah, I think you do. I think you've just done. I think you're done with it. Totally done with it. You just want some peace. Your own place, your own things, your own friends, maybe going on dates, whatever you choose to do. You just want your life to run your way now. Because the Magician in a not so good energy in a love reading is someone who is just highly manipulative. You know, it can speak as someone who does have many affairs and who will just lie to your face. They'll just lie to your face, okay? And you believe, well, you want to believe it, but I feel with you what was happening is that you were kind of wanting to believe it to maintain the situation. Totally understandable. But there was something, your intuition, that was what was making you edgy, okay? Yeah, peace and a new life for you, okay? I think this reading really is just a heads up. If any of this resonates with you, just be aware that at some point they are going to try and find out what is going on in your life, okay? They want to know, a closer look at you, nosy up in your business, because they're being played. And they're hoping you'll be there for them. Yeah, oops, gosh. Just a clarification, message in a bottle. There's going to be a message from them. Yeah, but I think you're done. I just feel that you're done. There was too much fighting, too much gossip. And, you know, there is a saying, not always, but with this, leopards don't always change their spots. And I just feel they would give you the story you wanted to hear. Because when you've been with somebody, say, a while, they know your weak points, but you are supposed to be able to be yourself in a relationship. But I feel this person used those things against you, okay? You could never quite relax. I know I'm repeating it, but you couldn't really relax with this person. You always knew deep down that if push came to shove, as we say, you know, if the ship was sinking, they'd save themselves. All right? I think that's what it's about today. They would just save themselves. And if everything's going their way, they were fine. But life isn't like that, is it? You know, we have ups and downs, and things don't always work out, and you know, it's the journey of life. But they're not the sort to stick around when the going gets tough. All right, They're not that sort of person. No, they just like life when it's all milk and honey, unfortunately. Let's get this deck out, my tarot deck. Let's have a look at Ten of Swords. Yeah, I think it'll just be the same old with this person. Yeah, Ace of Wands, that's your message coming in. But that's you. Two of Swords. No, they've met their match. I just see that message coming in and you blocking it. You don't want to know, okay? Many meanings, tarot, but for me today, this is about maintaining your peace. You don't want to get involved. And also the Two of Swords in love can mean that they met their match with you. You're done, all right? You're done. I think it wore you out emotionally, having to manage this person's moods, how they felt, what you were just always managing them, you know, and you sacrificed a lot of your time and energy trying to keep this person happy. And I think with the Two of Swords, they will message, but you won't get involved, okay? I don't see you getting involved in this, so I leave that with you. But always remember, you are good enough. If you're still getting over this, it's not easy. If you've been gaslit and people have said things, and you know, people like this are very clever, very, very clever. Just work on your own boundaries and just remember, you deserve more than breadcrumbs. Okay, and you are perfect just the way you are. You don't have to change for anybody. If they don't like you, then off they go. All right, put yourself first now. Put yourself first. You might lose some people. Some people might not like the fact that your boundaries are there, but if that's the case, new people who really appreciate you just because you are breathing will come into your life. All right, I love you and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.